Which is an amazing fucking show if you're really stoned. Because it's all about this little Mexican girl who hangs out with a monkey who wears boots. Who is named, ironically enough, Boots. And she got a backpack on, because presumably she's fucking trafficking hashish across the border. And they bomb around looking for very simple things. In order to get to a goal, they got to find 3 things and fucking get somewhere. And the only impediment through the whole process is a little, what is he? He's a little fox. You know what I'm talking about. A little fox named Swiper, thank you. Exactly. The kid's name is Swiper. He's a little fox, and you know he's the bad guy because he wears a mask. So Swiper periodically will bomb in on the kids and try to fuck with their day. And basically it's one of these interactive shows where you gotta yell at the screen and shit. Dora's ever asking for your help because she's so fucking hapless she can't do shit by herself. So you sit there watching, and periodically she'll be like, Boots, we need to find the red berries. You know, and Boots is like, I agree, but you know, whatever. And then they'll say, can you see the red berries? And then me and kids sit there and, you know, we see the red berries and we're like, yeah. Bitch, don't you? They're behind you. Turn around. That's my take. My kid is just like, they're behind you, Dora! I just look at her like, Jesus Christ, kid. Don't buy into this. They are patronizing you. Can you see the berries? And then you're like, right behind you. What are you? And then she goes, what? They're where? And you're like, right behind you. And she's like, they're right behind us? And you're like, yeah. Which as an adult, straight, you're just like, ugh. But if you're stoned, which I have been, upon viewings, you're there. You are in the fucking show. You're having a discourse with Dora. Dora's just like, help me out, Kev. I'm like, right on, where are the berries? You're hungry too, aren't you, Dora? Oh, I can go for some berries with mayonnaise for some reason. But periodically, fucking Swiper will bomb in and shit and just try to fuck with your day, and he's going for the berries as well. So it's this race against time between you, Dora, and Boots, and Swiper. And she'll say, like, I think Swiper may be around. Do you see him? And he pops up, and in the audience, you're like, oh, Jesus, he's there, he's there. He's behind you. And, you know, is he to the right? No, he's behind you. And yes, he's behind you. And how they stop him is rather ingenious, because it would just be like, or a fox trap, you know, or kill him and wear him. And, or at that point, I'm so stoned, you eat the fucking fox. Mask and all. But how they stop him is rather ingenious, and it's a bizarre lesson to teach to kids, because it really doesn't pan out in the real world. They just turn around and they go, Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. They say it to him 3 fucking times. And that stops him. But of course you're helping out because it's audience participation and shit. So, you know, she's like, we gotta stop him. Tell him, Swiper, no swiping. So it becomes like, Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. And then the fucking fox goes, oh man. That is literally a line of dialogue. You tell Swiper to fucking stop, and Swiper goes, oh man. And he fucking bombs away. And that's it. You're on the berries and on to the next fucking goal. And it was just like, it doesn't work in the real world. Like, I'd pull the kid aside and be like, look, this is all fun when we're high. But telling somebody to just don't do something 3 times, it ain't gonna fucking change shit. It would be nice if you could. If you could be like, Bushy, no bombing of an innocent country. A Bushy, no bombing of an innocent country. A Bushy, no bombing of an innocent country. But There goes my political material for the whole night. But it doesn't work like that shit. So periodically I have to set her straight. But I'm usually so stoned that I explain it to her, and she looks at me like the cartoon makes more sense. And she's like, Daddy, no eating. Daddy, no eating. Daddy, no eating. Oh, man. So I get caught up in shit like that, and then I just get to this place where I don't want to write, and so I just kind of chill out and shit like that. But I'm a deadline whore. So, like, if the deadline comes up, Green Hornet, I had, like, what did I have? I had 50 pages, and then I had another 50, so I had 100 pages, and in 4 days, I wrote 64 pages and brought the motherfucker home. Like, that's how I write. I'm like, oh, shit, the fucking calendar's creeping up behind me. I'm like, shit happens, and people hide behind rocks, and fucking he beats the bad guy at the end. And, you know, mysteriously, people are like, wow, this is pretty good. You put a lot of work in this. I'm like, I absolutely did. Like, why does he say to the bad guy, swipe or no swiping? Just take that out, sorry.